Welcome back. It is your main man, Mr. Dreddy Peso, and today, as you can read what the screen says, unless you are illiterate, it says give Allen Iverson a MF chance. Give Allen Iverson a MF chance. I am not going to repeat what the MF stands for, but we are only talking about this because he is close to or has announced his retirement. I don't know what is the deal. I haven't checked into it, but I saw the headline and I said, oh man, I have to have a conversation about Iverson. For those that do not know Iverson in any way, Allen Iverson is a professional basketball player and his career is coming to a close. He's going to officially retire, but he played basketball since the early 90s. He's a smaller man. He's about 6 feet, which is tall for regular world, but in the basketball world that is a short man. But his tenacity and his toughness and his quickness made him an unstoppable and unguardable man. You had to be almost as quick as him and maybe put somebody like 6'8", 6'9" on him before you can truly stop him. And he is the only recorded man to play 1-on-12 and lead his team to the NBA Finals, only to lose to a team that had 12 dominant players, the Los Angeles Lakers, during the Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal era. Now, Iverson did many magnificent things, but the one thing that he failed miserably at was his ability to be humble, his ability to settle down, to run peacefully, to bow out. He could not do it, therefore it made his career very difficult to sustain. So over the years, he has been pushed out of the NBA. Instead of getting a proper burial, as they like to say in the real world, instead of getting a true retirement series, a great accolades and praises, they dogged him into a corner and told him bye-bye. So many people are looking at this and say, how is such a great player dismissed like this? A league MVP, barely 6 feet, barely 150 pounds, dominate anybody in his position, the original Derrick Rose before the Derrick Rose. How come he cannot get a proper burial? It is because he stepped outside of the realm of what is supposed to be done by the players. He wore his cornrow, he introduced multiple tattoos on a player, and he wore his regular street outfits everywhere, and he did massively outside of the NBA in his personal life. He had an entourage of 1 million people. The Million Man March by Minister Farrakhan was nothing compared to the entourage that Allen Iverson had as he traveled this war. They had to fly, the Philadelphia 76ers had to fly 7 airplanes just to take care of his immediate circle. So, because he could not humble himself and play a backup role or do something like that, the league has dismissed him. So now today, the question is Ezel, which is his middle name, yes, I know his middle name, is Ezel a Hall of Famer? And I say he is a Hall of Famer, hands down. Even you in the corner over there, put your hand down. This man is a Hall of Famer because, one, he's an MVP. You can't take that away from him. Even his bad behavior, you can't take away the fact that he won an MVP. He is one of the highest scoring point guards or young little men in the game since Nate Tiny Archibald, Isaiah Thomas. So he took a team to the NBA Finals, and like I said, he was the only man on that team. You can't even name one. Okay, Dikembe Mutombo. Okay, you want to say that? Okay, Aaron McGee. Come on. Okay, you have to go to not even Wikipedia to look up those guys. You have to go to Encyclopedia Britannica to even find out who he was playing with. So he is an MVP in my book. he is just not going to get the proper respect because his career ended worse than it began. You see, that hard edge of not wanting to conform has hurt him, and this is what black men have to understand. The same thing that happened to him in the NBA professional is what happens in the street. This is not your country. You are not your black face was not on the founding fathers' wall. So why do you think you don't have to conform to some of the things that they tell you to do? They tell you to put on a suit and tie. Put on a suit and tie. So I'm not going to get myself frustrated right now. I will tell you to follow us on Twitter, Dreddy Peso, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, Dura TV. And I tell you, Allen Iverson, give him a chance. Give him a proper burial. Support this man. Help him on his feet. The same thing that is happening to him is happening to Lamar Odom now. Lamar Odom is not a Hall of Famer. He just won 2 championships with Kobe Bryant. But Allen Iverson is a Hall of Famer. He played his heart out every day. You have to respect that and you have to love that about him. Forget the cornrow, forget the tattoo. You know, just remember the baby boyish eyes. Yes. And he's a Hall of Famer. So let us live with that. Bye bye. Tell you to do. They tell you to put on a suit and tie. Put on a suit and tie. So I'm not going to get myself frustrated right now. I will tell you to follow us on Twitter, Dreddy Peso, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, Dura TV. And I tell you, Allen Iverson, give him a chance. Give him a proper burial. Support this man. Help him on his feet. The same thing that is happening to him is happening to Lamar Odom now. Lamar Odom is not a Hall of Famer. He just won 2 championships with Kobe Bryant. But Allen Iverson is a Hall of Famer. He played his heart out every day. You have to respect that and you have to love that about him. Forget the cornrow, forget the tattoo. You know, just remember the baby boyish eyes. Yes. And he's a Hall of Famer. So let us live with that. Bye bye.